So, two parts of the film that I found super interesting was the temporary alliance between Bradford and Massasoit, which pretty much lasted until Massasoit's death. They helped each other through illness and health with trading. I'm surprised about this because I was uneducated on how the relationship between the two leaders was so peaceful until obviously power transitioned. But I found this super interesting because I always thought that the pilgrims came and then wreaked havoc over all of the colonies, pretty much kicking everybody out. But it was super insightful to hear that this was actually a peaceful transition up until, leaders changed. Another moment that I found interesting was how much the Wampanoag taught the settlers. Pretty much when the settlers came here, they were about to die. They had no food. Obviously, there were religious reasons why they came here, but they pretty much came unprepared. So, food, trading, skinning animals, catching food, languages, seasonal conditions, making tools. I really can go on, but they taught the pilgrims pretty much advanced survival so that they would thrive there, not only within their own colony, but with other indigenous tribes there, especially with trading and agriculture. So that was really interesting. I didn't know anything about that. One thing I was kind of frustrated about was the King Philip's War, especially with burning of establishments of European colonies. It was really frustrating because at least how it came off, I feel like there was a lack of communication between the Pilgrims and the Native Americans. Because of this war, it kind of kick-started a lot of wars near that area, which included so many other tribes and pretty much led to kind of a bloody massacre, which didn't need to happen. Obviously, I understand that there was other factors included, not getting trades, not getting good trades and being forced to take those trades. But I feel like it could have been solved by more communication. Yeah, so two questions that I have for my viewers, and also what I wonder with myself is, do you think that if the King Prince didn't happen, or that war didn't happen, do you think that the alliance would be still able to survive for a little bit longer? I only ask this because it's kind of, in my opinion, I think that they would be able to survive just a little bit longer until, there was kind of terrible trades going on, or they would have gotten help for other indigenous tribes to support them. But I wonder what everybody else thinks, because I know there's some people that will argue that there were already bad trades going on and they already tried to communicate. But I wonder, with the backing of another tribe or advancements of weapons, if there was any ability for they could work it out instead of burning kind of their whole house down. And then the second question I have would be, would it have been better to let the Europeans starve out since they didn't know anything about how to build agriculture? The only reason why I say this is because the Europeans kind of caused a lot of problems with kind of indigenous land, and then also they were kind of the reason why Europeans started coming over, especially in large amounts, because they were the first ones to kind of land there and really get back to a bigger continent to send more people over. So if they were to starve out, would that protect the indigenous tribes' land and their resources? So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to ask. This is my oral report for American Indian Studies.